Hey, this is Dr. Tori with RookieDoctor.com. The other day I was talking to someone who objected to the term rookie in the name Rookie Doctor, and they were citing the possibility that some people might be offended or find the term a little demeaning. So I want to explain what went into choosing the name a little bit and maybe give you some perspective and why I don't apologize at all for using the term at all. Um, it turns out that as I looked at the sports world, okay, say let's just take the NFL, for example, the football. Okay, um, if you look at that, the way it all works is somebody's going through college and they're deemed a prospect. Okay, based on their ability, they're seen to perform at the college level, and they're deemed a prospect by the potential NFL teams. Okay, and then there's a draft, and then that person joins a team, whichever team drafted them, and then they're deemed either a good pick, a great pick, or a bust, meaning they did horribly. Okay? Now, there's a similar pattern in your training. Okay? You went from college to medical school. And while you're in medical school, you're sort of you're getting grades, obviously, and then you're getting evaluations on rotations. Then you're getting letters of reference, okay? Then you're writing a personal statement and applying, okay? Then there's this sort of draft, okay, or the match, and then you go to your internship and your residency, okay? Now, in your internship year, it turns out that this is often a time where you are, and it's a little unfortunate, but it's also just reality, first impressions are made, and it can create a flavor for the rest of your training career, okay, meaning the rest of your residency and potentially even fellowship, okay, if you choose to go on to that. So you could be deemed good, a good pick or a good match, a great match, or a bust in your intern year. Now, it's very similar to someone in football, right? Now, let's look at this for a second. When people are being chosen in a draft, and then later a bust, they're not a bust because of their ability, okay? You're not going to fail because of your ability. You are right where you need to be, meaning you've made it this far in the process, so you're right where you need to be. Okay, your ability is appropriate. It's sufficient at least, if not better than that. Okay, you are in your medical training. You've been chosen thus far. You've succeeded thus far. So there's no reason to think that your ability is a reason for not doing well or for being deemed a bust in your intern year in your residency. Okay, so scratch that off of your list. Okay, there's two potential areas that you could be deemed a bust, that could make you into a bust or not a great pick. Okay, or to have your program regret having drafted you through the match. Um, those two things, the first one is perspective and attitude. The second one is coaching. Okay, so your perspective and your attitude at least is probably already in a good spot because you've watched me through this little rant that I'm doing. You've watched thus far, which means you're probably saying to yourself, how can I be better? Okay, you probably wouldn't be watching something about your internship and your residency or looking for things like tips and stuff like that if you weren't asking, how can I be better? Okay, so your attitude is probably already in a great spot. Okay, and that's great. Perspective, probably you might need some tweaking there, but perspective sort of comes with experience. Okay, and but in the Rookie Doc materials, I go through some of the things about helping to shape your perspective as you're going through your training at a much faster pace than your colleagues. Okay, so that you'll be able to see the system around you with clarity, while others are still sort of groping their way through it all. Okay, so that's part of the purpose of RookieDoctor.com. And another part is the coaching part. So, your residency programs in general are great at training people. Okay, in general, when you across the board, you probably can't go too wrong, whichever residency program you choose. Okay, but the attendings in that program, the people you're around, the system that's built there, it might not be the best coaching environment. meaning that that it helps you walk you through the medicine part, but not the coaching, the part that really needs coaching. Okay, the part like things, how you navigate the health system efficiently, how to do so with lessening the threat of lawsuits, how to do so with awesome rapport with patients and nurses and staff. Okay, there's parts to your training that you're never taught at all, like money management and business, and how hospital administrators view the world, and how insurance companies view the world, and how your patients are looking at the health system. And there's certain things they just don't cover. And that's what RookieDoctor.com is all about. It's essentially a coaching program. So as far as the term rookie is concerned, at first, when they first objected to it, I was thinking, oh man, yeah, I wouldn't have been called a rookie. But you know what? Now that I've thought about it a little more, absolutely, I want the perspective of a rookie, because you're still at a point in your career where you can go from being an okay draft pick to awesome, to Hall of Fame. Okay, and that's what I'm here to help you with RookieDoctor.com. So I don't object to the term rookie at all. If you're offended by it, fine, move on, do something else. But if you trust me a little bit on that perspective of the analogy with sports, then why don't you go ahead and check it out? Go to the RookieDoctor.com blog, follow me on Twitter, and if you find this stuff as awesome as others have found it so far, then sign up for the membership or something. Very simple. So again, I don't object to the term rookie, and I think it'll do you well if you reflect on that analogy a little bit. So anyway, I'll see you on the blog.